Now, please, let me advise you. As a young man, as a young woman, grow large in your spirit. Grow very large.
I just want to draw our attention to the fact that in the kingdom of heaven, there is rank. There are actually 12 things about the kingdom of heaven. And it will interest you to know that only Matthew mentioned that phrase in the entire Bible, kingdom of heaven. And Matthew mentions it 33 times, making Matthew the book of the kingdom. Yes. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are not the same. All right? So Matthew sees Jesus as a king, so it's a textbook for the kingdom. And it shows us how kingdom people operating under God's government relate with other people, how kingdom people operating under God's government relate with money, financial matters, how kingdom people relate with everything that is in the ecosystem of this region of our pilgrimage, and how we are supposed to relate accurately under the influence of the government of God. The definition of accurate Christianity can actually be found in the book of Matthew, as I realized through my studies. According to the book of Matthew, chapter 5, chapter 6, chapter 7, which is supposed to be a documentation of the kingdom lifestyle. Oh, I'm threatened by time. It's a documentation of the kingdom lifestyle, how people under the rule of heaven are supposed to order themselves upon the face of the earth. And we have a grand and executive summary for this matter. That a kingdom man, a kingdom woman is supposed to be mercifully kind towards others. That is, in relating to others, we relate from a standpoint of great mercy, because the world is falling. A kingdom man is supposed to be secretly pure towards God, not a public display of the psychology of purity, but a secret intercourse, a secret level, a secret loyalty to God. So see, a kingdom man is willing to be viewed in a bad light just because he wants to keep and contain his communion with God. He is willing to risk that people see him in a wrong perspective just because he has something going with God he cannot lose. Are you with me? Now notice this guy, Joseph. Potiphar's wife was making an advance towards Joseph. There was nobody in the room. All right? And we were never told that Potiphar had a son, a child. It was as if barrenness was looming in the household. And if that guy had something to do with that woman, she would have pressed for adoption. And that would have meant that this guy would have cleaned out. But you see, the psychology of Joseph was that he preferred to be in alignment with God than to be in alignment with Potiphar's wife. So you will find out that the secret of Joseph's life was that God was with him, because he made a choice to deliberately align with God. So even when he went to prison, the Bible said he prospered. Have you heard that the prisoner prospers? Now, you are not aware that there are different ecosystems in the prison. The ecosystem he found himself because God was with him. Meanwhile, the first miracle was that when Potiphar discovered, or the allegation of rape came to Potiphar's hearing, instead of ordering an execution, he sent him to prison. He was bought for money. And then he goes as far as touching his own. No, I will not send him to prison. I will not send him. So he sent to prison, which is an indication of the fact that God was with him. He went to prison. Instead of him doing hard labor, he became a supervisor because God was with him. See, so he was willing to be secretly pure in the eyes of God. So mercifully kind toward others, secretly pure toward God, and righteously strict towards himself. Yeah, that's the description of Christianity in the book of Matthew chapter 5, Matthew chapter 6, and Matthew chapter 7.
Please, let me advise you. As a young man, as a young woman, grow large in your spirit. Grow very large. Give yourself to fasting. Give yourself to prayer now.